All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show going here tonight. How's everybody doing here tonight on Monday, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the show. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So wrestling show tonight. We're just gonna pop this shit up right now, and let's see here. Um, let's see here. Wrestling on a freaking Monday. Remember, we recapping everything that went on the weekend. Well, we did do a show on Saturday, but anyways, whatever. Um, so this is kind of silly. I don't know why the fuck this is coming out now. About 5 years ago, there was like it was a 4th of July edition of Monday Night Raw, and somebody threw a pie at Kevin Owens, and nobody knew who the hell it was. Well, Road Dogg did an interview, and he said it was Vince McMahon, and supposedly to start a feud with. I think, and he ended up starting a feud with Vince McMahon that year. I think it led to that Hell in a Cell match between Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens, where I think that's one episode of SmackDown where Kevin Owens headbutts Vince McMahon and like blood comes out. I don't know, but Road Dogg could be lying. He might be on this freaking Pinocchio type shit. Who knows? Anyways, so AEW, they had their show over the weekend. Final Battle with the final pay-per-view of Ring of Honor. So now all companies, unless TNA has a pay-per-view, all the companies have had their final pay-per-view of the year, with AEW having Full Gear, Ring of Honor having Final Battle, and WWE having Survivor Series. So that's it for the pay-per-views. It's probably and then NXT as well. They had their final pay-per-view over the weekend too. So yeah, man. So they did obviously some weird finishes. Obviously the Chris Jericho tapping out at the Cesaro swing to lose the Ring of Honor Championship to Antonio Cesaro. And also the first match, there was I believe what was supposed to be the finish before the referee can count to 3. What was it? Rush. He freaking pretty much kicked out at the end of the match, with the referee still counted at 3. So they're saying that he's known for this, that when he gets mad that he's gonna lose. He's done this in Mexico too, where he'll kick out right before the referee can get to 3. So they have supposedly suspended him. They just suspended Andrade a few weeks ago, and now Rush is suspended. This is according to Alejandro, the assistant, on Twitter. So man, Jesus Christ, man, not a good. These Mexicans, man, they're not putting up a good example here on AEW, man. Pendejo face for them. So now both Andrade and Rush are suspended. Let's see here. Also, they try to get a TV deal, but nobody would want to pay them. So they're gonna end up going to a streaming service called Honor Live or something, whatever it's called, which is gonna be once a week. The show's gonna be once a week on there. You gotta pay $10. It's a live streaming service where you gotta subscribe for $10. So just like you would for the Peacock or Netflix or anything. And they're gonna have pay-per-views, which are gonna be available for about 90 days. So once the pay-per-view happens for another 90 days. And yeah, so that's I think that's gonna do terrible, but we'll see how maybe they can get for the pay-per-views and get good views, but I don't. They struggle with Rampage. I don't know why they just didn't make Rampage rebranded into the Ring of Honor show and just have it 1 hour. That's what NXT started off of 10 years ago. It was a 1 hour show. Pendejo face, man. I feel people would even want more. Oh my god, it's already over. We only had like 3 matches. Idiots, man. Nobody's gonna fucking pay for this subscription to watch Ring of Honor. Anyways, so they asked Tony Khan about the pay-per-view, and he said, "Are we gonna have another collab between you and New Japan?" And he said, "I'm pretty sure we will, and I can't wait for it." So according to Tony Khan, there will be a second Forbidden Door between New Japan and AEW going forward. So I guess that's cool to see. All right, let's see. Sasha Banks apparently done with WWE and will now be signed with New Japan, which could obviously, with the partnership they have with AEW, could lead up to her eventually showing up at AEW. A lot of people are wondering what's the situation here. Some people are saying she got released back in June from WWE. They tried to negotiate with her, but she was asking for too much money. And other people are saying she's still under WWE contract. So people don't know what the hell's going on, but I'm going to say she's done with WWE because I don't think she would be announcing that she's going to be in New Japan on January 6th Kingdom if she was still part of the WWE, unless Triple H is letting her appear just like he's letting, because Carl Anderson is actually going to defend his never open weight championship at that show. And then Shinsuke Nakamura is also going to be on another Japan show called Noah. So there could be a possibility where maybe she is on the WWE contract and Triple H is letting her do this show. Who knows, man? Maybe this is what she said. Hey, I'll come back if you let me occasionally work with New Japan. I don't know. Who knows? Like I said, because Carl Anderson and Shinsuke Nakamura are supposed to do some shows for New Japan in 2023. So who knows, man? We'll see, man. Let's see. Ronda Rousey said on her Twitch stream that they asked her if she would be interested in winning the tag team championship with what's her face, Shayna Baszler, and she said absolutely. She said I wouldn't mind losing the women's champion and now being in a tag team with Shayna Baszler. I think it's time to maybe change things up a little bit. What I see from Ronda Rousey when it comes to like her real life personality, she doesn't seem that interested in being the main woman. She's just like rather do. I think it's because her thing is just pay me and I'll do whatever you want. So I mean, as long as they pay her like a main eventer, she don't care if she's a mid carder. So we'll see what happens with this. All right now, a lot of stuff coming out that Triple H, unless somebody gets hurt, has a lot of the matches already for WrestleMania. One they got reported today, obviously, one they got reported today was Gunther versus Brock Lesnar. So we'll see, man. We'll see what they. Ronda Rousey has been rumored to possibly face Becky Lynch. So we'll see what happens, man. Maybe she loses to Becky Lynch, and then maybe she can go in the tag team division. Who knows, man? Still about 3-4 months away. I think a lot of stuff can still change from now until April for WrestleMania. We'll see, man. And the New Day, man, they went out in NXT this past Saturday and won the NXT Tag Team Champions, which means now they are Triple Crown Tag Team Champions. They have been Tag Team Champions on all 3 shows from WWE: Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown, and now NXT. First ever tag team, I believe. Or I believe it's the first ever tag team to be champions on all 3 shows. So congratulations to the New Day. And I believe the New Day are going to stay on NXT. That's what's been reported. That's what Shawn Michaels wanted for them to stay there long term. They're probably going to have a long title reign over there. With the Usos probably not losing the titles until at least WrestleMania. They're probably going to be running the tag team division over there in NXT. Maybe occasionally they'll bring them up for a big match. Maybe they, I don't think so, but unless they lose, unless they obviously win, right? They retain. Maybe they'll even defend the tag team titles up in the main roster. Obviously, of course, they will probably retain them, just to get a fucking match going. If they don't have if they don't have anything to do. So for the main roster, they might just call them up. Hey, have them show up on Raw this week and have them, if they want to give the Usos the Monday Night Raw off, like, hey, bring up the New Day to have them have a tag team match versus. I don't know, the Street Profits, I don't know, or the Alpha Academy, Chad Gable and Otis. Obviously, we would know most likely the New Day will retain the championships, but we can still get a nice little fun match, I guess. But yeah, that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. That is about it, ladies and gentlemen, for the WWE report.